Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to a quick live stream. We're gonna go into a little dissecting of the workout that Ethan did in order to get in great shape. Now, notice this picture right here. Notice this picture on the right. The thing with this is that there's a lot of loose skin, and that's the downfall of getting that big and then later on wanting to lose all that weight. You got to deal with the skin. The best way to do it, depending on how severe it is, then you might need surgery if you want to get rid of all that loose skin, right? But hey, I'd rather have loose skin like this than being super overweight. The picture on the left, that was him before, and now that's how he looks on the right. We're gonna dissect his training regimen, his nutrition regimen, see exactly what he did on this video over here in the men's health section. Let's see right here. So they did an interview with him here in Men's Health, and he's gonna share with us exactly what he did and all that, and when he started. And it's very interesting. I'm glad that he was able to do that, and it's sometimes they do it because it's life and death. It's a life and death situation. So that's the before and after and all that. And he's an actor. He's come out in a few movies and shows and stuff like that. So we're gonna see exactly what he says, and then I'll give you guys my opinion on this.
I started dieting in 2002, and for many years, a decade and a half, I would do these very severe crash diets where I was trying to lose weight in a very straight line, linear. I have 300 pounds to lose. I'm going to lose it without doing a break as fast as possible. And what would happen is I never got to a place where I was happy with my body, and I always gained the weight back really fast. And then in 2011, 12, I got obsessed with cardio. I was riding a bike 8 hours a day. I went to France and did every stage of the Tour de France. I did a marathon on a rowing machine. I was like really obsessed with cardio. Got down to 13% body fat on a DEXA scan, where I was like, no swearing?
Oh, no.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes, guys. I am lean, but I had no visible, no muscle definition in my upper body at all. My legs looked great. And then I stopped doing cardio and gained all the weight back. So I've had these kind of up and down battles for a long time. And in 2017, around then, I was dispelled of this myth that I was allergic to carbohydrates. I utterly changed my diet around to like, how am I going to eat for the rest of my life? And then dieting became just a restricted version of that. So I ate all the same foods, but just a little bit less. And I took a lot of diet breaks, and I made sure that in the gym, I wasn't trying to gain muscle, but I was trying to let every muscle in my body know you're important, you're valuable, don't go away. I don't want to diet you away. So, prioritizing protein, doing a bunch of resistance training. And then for me, and I don't know if this is true for you, like I wanted abs to be this like badge of honor that once I got them, I had them in every part of the day, in every version of lighting. And I had to come to learn that like lighting is very important for abs. And like they didn't show up as well after I'd eaten a meal full of vegetables. Suddenly my abs disappeared. And so they became this kind of elusive thing that I was chasing and battling with. But I got them, and even today on long-term maintenance with good overhead lighting, you know what I mean? They pop out. So it was kind of like a long battle of trial and error to get this thing that was like a badge of honor that I have to work very hard to maintain.
I think everybody has to work.
Yeah, so there you go. The whole crash diet thing. I've been in the fitness industry. I've been a certified personal trainer for 16 years now. I've been doing I've been a trainer personally or group orientated for 16 years. I own Manny's Fitness Program. I created Manny's Fitness Program in 2009. So I've been running boot camp and personal training and online coaching for quite a while. And I ran into this situation a lot with the whole crash dieting thing. It's because we're living in a world where it's like fast. We want something fast now. We're continually um, impatient, right? It takes 10 times longer to build muscle than to lose weight. Somebody can just stop eating, and that's what a crash diet will kind of be, and you can lose weight. But the problem with that is that you're going to be losing muscle weight, right? You don't want to lose precious muscle. Why? Because, like I said, it takes 10 times longer to build muscle. So if you lose muscle, man, it's you're losing like gold, right? When you create muscle, brand new muscle fiber tissue, it's like it should be like gold to you, a treasure, and you got to treasure it. How do you treasure it? You got to take care of it. If you don't use it, you lose it, and you got to feed it, right? We always want to have brand new muscle fiber tissue, fast twitch, slow twitch, and the way you do that is you break down the muscle fiber tissue through your workout, and then you give it the right nutrition, which is good protein, right? A good source of protein, branched amino acids, good carbohydrates, right? Depending what your goal is. If you're gonna be moving more or doing more cardio, then your carbs need to be a little bit higher than the average person. And then we have the good fats and good oils for lubrication purposes, even fuel purposes. You might be using ketones as a fuel energy source, and or glucose, right, as an energy source. So these crash diets, you're gonna lose some muscle. That therefore you lose your metabolism as well. That's why he mentioned that he gained it all back right away. So what he was doing wrong was doing way too much cardio and no resistance training. It's got to be cardio, core, and strength, right? Because if you just do cardio, now you got weak muscles, right? Especially the upper body. A lot of people do running as a cardio form, right? Of course, there's other ways to do cardio, but that's going to be the number one way to get your cardiovascular condition. So no upper body exercises, right? So you got to do resistance training, not only upper body, but also lower body. It can be lower weight if you're going to be running more often. Then it's just high rep, low weight on any squats, lunges, right? Stuff like that. So it's cardio, core, and strength. So what he should have done, he should have been patient, first of all, and he should have been consuming the right macronutrients, right? A lot of people start working out and they start with a very low calorie intake, and they're doing way more than what they need to, which causes overtraining. And again, you end up losing muscle. And the reason why some people are being able to push through their workouts, although they're at a very low calorie intake, which is almost impossible because the body will shut down and go into catabolic state, they're able to do it because they might be taking some kind of pill, some kind of injection, medication that is going to hinder your symptom of overtraining, right? You're going to be able to push through it. Also hunger or cravings, right? Hunger and cravings are healthy. They're normal, right? They're normal to a certain extent. If you're eating way too little and training hard, you should be having severe hunger pains and severe cravings because of that. The body is shutting down, right? But when you want to lose some weight, you do want to be on a calorie deficit to like a 300 to 500 calorie deficit from your maintenance daily calorie intake, and that way you lose weight, right? Gradually with time and patience and consistency, working out right, right? And then you might even build a little bit of muscle along the way, right? You can still build a little bit of muscle even though you're on a slightly low deficit, right? The lower you go on the calorie, the least muscle you're going to be able to build. And not only that, but like I said, you will even start losing muscle because the body's going to hold on to body fat and tear down muscle in order for you to continually perform, right? You like I said, you go into catabolic state. So yeah, that was his problem in the beginning. He was just too obsessed with the whole abdominal visibility as well. It's actually not healthy to be too low in body fat as well. He said 13%. Man, if he was 13% and he said he didn't have any visible muscle, wow, he must have not had any muscle whatsoever. So we're gonna continue this video here. It's a 16-minute video. I just did 3.5 minutes of it. And up to you. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up on this video. Just put on there, put something in the comment section. Just say I like this, or I want to see part 2, or just put a number 2 in the comment section so I can get right on it. If I see a few 2s, then I'll get right on it quickly. I'll be on here fast, and we'll continue this. We'll make it 2 parts, maybe even 3 parts, and we'll make sure that we learn from others' mistakes as well, right? That's what we tend to kind of do as well, is just learn from others' mistakes. So let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe if you're new. On Facebook, make sure you share this on your social media. And there you have it. You guys take care, be safe, and stay motivated.